So if you remember, we had discussed about these things in the last class, right?
Yes. Yes, yes.
Mm. Have you checked on these things?
Yes, ma'am. I have logged in, but I couldn't find it less familiar. Like,
Yes, I know it because this is your first thing that now you are introducing, but it's fine. So I'll just explain you once more about this, how it is. Um,
should I log in the
no,
SAP
I
system?
think they have given a single access. Either you can log in or I can log in. It's like that.
Okay.
Yes. So what I'll do, these are the buttons that I was discussing.
Yeah, right.
This is check, activate, execute,
Check, activate, and exit.
execute. This is execute.
Yeah, execute. Okay. Sorry.
And here we have save. These are the buttons like what we regularly use.
Mm-hmm.
What is showing? This slide is already there on the cloud, I think. This PPT. Just check with them if you can download it from them.
Uh,
Okay.
mm.
Otherwise, if you want, I can share you back this one.
So, ma'am, can you share it with me?
Yes, yes, I'll share you after this session. So
Okay.
this is the did you logged in with user ID?
Uh, not yet. Should I?
No, no, no. Not now, I'm asking.
Yeah,
The
I have
access
tried
and have
log.
you tried logging in?
Yeah, I have tried.
Mm. So I'll
So,
just show you how to log in also then.
mm,
So this when you open, this will be the screen
yeah,
that is open now. It just you have user ID password. Double click on this session. Enter your user ID, your password, and press enter. So
yeah.
you are into SAP system now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here the T code what we have said SE38 is the T code. So inside this T code we have programs. These are the programs we have created earlier. So for you we will not
Okay.
see any program. So after you write any program, anything if you see, then there are buttons inside that program only you can see these buttons and everything.
Okay, okay.
Basically, this is how your SAP system looks like. That is
T code, what did you said? SE?
38. It's there in here.
SE 38. Okay.
I would also suggest to take a notes also during the
Yeah, yeah.
sessions.
Yeah, I am taking.
Okay. So today we will discuss how to create. Okay, let's just quickly have what is the role of ABAP in real time. So if
Mm-hmm.
you see it here, ABAP has some six objects in it. RISET is what we call. RISET means R for reports, S for interfaces, C for conversion, E for enhancements, forms and workflows. Right. So R for reports as a whole SAP systems, you want to see some report. So just as we have discussed in our last session, you want to see now what are the report, how much is sale we have done today. That report if you want to see. How much is the profit we have done today? That report if you want to see. So for that we will create reports. Okay. In
Okay.
interfaces might you might be aware of because in Java also we have all these things. Right.
Yes, yes.
Interfaces as in communicating with two different servers. Right.
Servers. Like,
Communicating with two different systems. So that is interfaces. And conversions as in SAP there is some option like conversion. With conversions, what you can do, you can take your object from one system to another system. That is the conversion. Enhancement is enhancements. I would say there is some standard SAP that has given, but you want to add some small functionality to standard one, because inside SAP you cannot alter the standard things. Suppose if I see, I have said you SE38 is the T code. But if you remember, we have discussed or whatever that are there, standard SAP provides is not does not start with Z. Whatever the programs or anything which is seen, those all starts with Z are the custom ones. So this program which you see, it starts with Z test. So that means it is a custom program. That is, it is a program that we have created. There are some standard programs also, SAP, if I enter, electrical solutions. Like these programs, these are not standard, and you cannot change these programs.
These are already created by
They are
someone.
already created by the SAP package only. When you install this SAP, they are automatically there. It's just like inbuilt functionality inside your phone, right?
Okay.
These are such programs. So you want to make some alteration to such programs. Suppose this AC38 screen now you are seeing, this is also a standard SAP provided screen. Now you want to add one button here. I'll say inside this program I want to display change, and I there is one more button delete, I want to add it here. So those type of slightly tweaking your standard programs is what we call enhancements, right? So this enhancement feel like we are adding some more functionality to the standard available SAP programs or things, that is we call enhancements. Okay, next is forms. Forms are the layouts, design. So you see, as we have discussed, you see a receipt when you purchase something in any of your shop, you get a receipt. That design of receipt is done in forms. Getting bill what we get, right? Some bill we will get whenever we
Okay,
purchase.
what should be entered in
Yes, that
receipt
we
so
will
that
create
will
in
design?
ABAP.
Yeah.
So once we execute that thing, we will get the data inside. Okay. So
Okay.
workflows are the different ones. They are like some different thing only. Workflows take so much of so many objects. It takes all the RISEP objects into a single thing. That's a complicated process. So these are all the RISEP parts of the ABAP. So basically, when we talk about ABAP, there are these are the objects that are present in ABAP. Basically, we work with these things only. Creating a program, that doesn't mean we are creating only program process reports. It's like interface also, conversion also, enhancements also, forms also.
Conversions like
Conversions, as
what?
I said you, like suppose we are migrating. So if you remember, inside our phones also, if there are some like updates we get. So SAP
Hmm.
also it's at the end of the day, SAP is also an app, right?
Yeah.
We get some update in our app, we have to update our system, right?
Right.
Similarly, whenever we update our system, there is possibility that our Z fields, Z custom programs won't go to your updated version, because we have only created in that old version. So in that case, what you have to write, download from the old version and upload it into the new version. So this thing also you have to do manually with some other program. So those are called conversions. Getting?
Hmm.
So in more detail, you will see when we talk about different types of projects present in SAP,
Yeah.
right? So these are the broader picture of the projects that are present in SAP.
Already present. Okay.
So we only deal with four types of projects: implementation project, upgradation project, maintenance and support project, and rollout project, right? So
Hmm.
implementation project, and we are first in implementing the SAP system. Before we did not had SAP in our business. Now we have purchased the SAP application. Now we are installing it. to our business. Get
Mm.
it? So that becomes implementation. So when we say implementation, then what are all the object pictures will come. So whatever till now, whatever we have done, whatever data we have collected, whatever sales or billing we have done, how much our business is done till now, all those data will be transferred to your SAP system. Correct?
Mm.
That has to be transferred. This is also a conversion. Getting?
Yeah.
You asked me about conversion here.
Yeah.
So, in taking data from one system and putting it into some other system is a conversion,
Okay. So,
right?
if till now some companies using some another app, so if suddenly they install the SAP, then they will like transfer their data into the SAP system.
Yes. So that
Okay.
is called conversion,
Yeah.
right? So previously we are not using SAP system for our business. Now we have installed it. For you to use SAP further in future, we have to have our old data, right?
Yeah. Right.
Even if we are, see, suppose with phone also, we had our old phone, now we have purchased the new phone. We will require a backup, right? Backup of data.
Mm-hmm.
There is some functionality to backup it to the cloud, and we will log in our email in our new phone, and we'll backup them into our new phone. This process is called conversion.
Conversion. Yeah.
Okay, and this we will do in implementation project, right?
Mm.
Then upgradation project. Implementation project means this is a new project, new SAP implementation. Previously, we did not have SAP. That now we are implementing it. Now we are buying the SAP. Okay. So next is upgradation project. What is upgradation project? Uh, just now we had discussed like we have an older version of SAP and we have already installed SAP. We got a new upgraded version of it. Now we have to move it to upgraded project. So that is upgradation project. So maintenance and support projects said we have installed the SAP. Now we are just maintaining it. So there here and there whenever we get some problems, whenever we get some new requirements, those all we do in the implemented SAP. Those are called maintenance and support. We are just maintaining that SAP software now. We have implemented properly and we are maintaining it.
Mm.
Okay. Rollout project. So rollout is as a like we suppose currently if we see we have got HANA as our database for SAP. Previously it was ECC as a
Easy.
database. So we from ECC to because whatever the old businesses are there, they are working on ECC. But now government has made it mandatory that people should of course move it to HANA. It is mandatory now. ECC is discarded now. Right. So what will we do? From ECC to you have to take everything to S4 HANA, right? From ECC to S4 HANA is what we call rollout. This is what we call migration. These are the type of projects. These are the type of projects we have broadly given in the any SAP. Implementation, upgradation, maintenance, and rollout. Clear?
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, uh, yeah. Next, you see data types. So I would suggest this we will discuss later also. It's fine. Data types, if you remember, any language, there are data types of
Yeah.
two different broad categories, numeric and character. Right. In numeric, we have integer, float, and fact decimal. In character types, we have strings, characters, numeric also a character, date, and time. Right. So this
Pack
is
decimal, like,
fact decimals as in you are like defining the after decimal how many digits will be there.
okay.
These are fact decimals. So this is how the broadly data types are divided. We will see this in later also. That's why I'm not focusing on this now. So today we
Okay.
will more discuss about this DDIC, the heart of ABAP. What is
Mm.
DDIC? It's data dictionary. So For data dictionary, SE11 is the T code. Whenever you log,
SE11.
whenever you log in, press SE11 and you will see ABAP dictionary. So this is the heart of SAP ABAP, DDIC. So data dictionary is the central source of database. The main functionality of DDIC is to create alter tables. When we talk about database, we talk about tables. When we talk about tables, we talk about data. Right?
Mm.
Why tables are used to storing data only, right?
Yeah.
Tables are like boxes. We are placing some materials in those boxes, right?
Right.
So
Right.
tables are understood as boxes in here, and every table has some amount of data, right? And
Right.
this is what we call database systems. That you can access it using SE11 report. Okay. Technical requirement for creating table. So we will see how to create a table. So there will be some standard tables also. That when we save data, there has to be some standard tables and standard boxes where data is present. Right? For an example like that, we have Mara as a standard table. There are so many tables. If you want to see all the list of table, if you have, just click this button here in data. When you go to AC11, select this video button, click here, and this symbol you see here, click on this symbol. Right? Just go hit like this. No, 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 don't go. I think you are not. Okay. These are all the standard tables.
Mm.
You see here.
Yeah.
These are all the standard tables which are already present in the system.
System.
Right. And this Z wala, whatever you see, these are all we have created. The, the standard, if you see, they don't start with Z.
Z. Yeah. Custom table only start with Z.
Only custom things starts, not only tables, whatever you custom programs, custom things, everything should start with Z.
Mm.
Okay. So this is the major difference when we see Z means it is custom. If it is not Z, then it is a standard. You should be aware of doing anything with standard.
Mm.
You should never touch your
Instead of
standard.
T code, we have T code for everything. So T code will be written after we have logged in, and then we
Yes,
write T code.
yes. This is the last
Yes.
space you will write T code. Once you log in, you will see this screen, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here you will write SE11 T code and something like this will appear. This screen will open. Here we just write MARA and press enter. Your radio button, you can change it here. Right? But if you
Mm-hmm.
check here, you cannot select this and write here and open. No. So when this is selected, that means you have to enter something here only. So like that, if you
Mm.
select this, only if Mara will be considered and that table will open. Okay, this is the table. Getting?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is how it looks here. So today we will discuss how to create a custom table. Right? So one simple method that we can follow to create a custom table. You can ask a question like now. There are already standard so many tables. Why do you want a custom table? Right?
Yeah.
There
Right.
may there may be possibility that your standard does not fulfills all your needs.
Hmm.
Right? In that case, custom things comes. Next. In those cases, you will create everything, whatever is any new functionality which is specific to your business.
Yeah.
right? Suppose for my
The
business is,
standard table doesn't contain any R-specific functionalities.
yes, yes. Suppose I see there is my business is something new. I do some new things with my business, which is not conventional and which is not there in SAP also. So for that thing, you have to make some custom tables to store those custom things, those unique things, right?
Yeah.
So for that reason, we are creating the custom table. So today we will talk about how to create a table. Name of the table should start with Y and Z because A to X are reserved for SAP, right?
Hmm.
A to X are reserved for SAP. Second, provide the list of data types and data types length. And third is the provide delivery class. And fourth is the provide technical setting. These are the basic requirements of creating any table, right? So now we will see how to create a table. Now we will create a, so as we said, we create table only with Z test. Just give Z table. You can give any name. I'm just giving randomly. Right? Table name. And we just enter something like this name and hit on create. Right? So this screen
Okay.
will appear. Okay.
Hmm.
So first when the screen comes, just give the name, description of the table. My first custom table. Generally, it is not like this, Vicky. You have to give a name which is meaningful. Suppose you have created table to store some material data. Of course, you have to give data for table for storing material data, right?
Hmm.
Once you give this you see fill all the required entry fields. This is a it's like a warning message, that information message that these are the things which are mandatorily added.
Mandatory. Yeah.
Okay, so if you see here, delivery class, we also had it is here, delivery class, provide delivery class. So what is delivery class? So if you want to check on this, delivery class is a delivery class will show your table should store what type of data.
Hmm.
When we say data, we have master data, we have transaction data. Master data means it will not change oftenly.
Okay.
Transaction data will change oftenly, right?
Like
So,
once we enter, after that we
huh,
cannot change.
suppose if you see practically there are some materials, okay? I'm manufacturing some materials, then I'm not changing the raw material used for manufacturing those tables, those materials, right? My
Hmm.
final products, I want to create some final products, but my raw material will remain same. For how many materials you are creating, my raw material becomes my master data.
Yeah.
You will not change those raw materials, right?
Hmm.
You can add to those raw materials. Suppose you want to add you want to make changes in your final product, right? So you want to add some more into your raw materials, right?
Okay.
So these your final product means your transactional data will change, but your master data is a rarely one-time activity in year, you can say. It's not very much everyday per basis. It will not change, right? So
So we
those are
can give
delivery
both
classes,
the master and the transactional
transactional
data.
data. Those are we call as those we call as delivery classes. So you generally we will give A as my delivery class, and it is like commonly for all these e-tables, we maintain this only. Display maintenance allowed. What is this? Data browser table view maintenance. So if you see, when you click on this, there is a drop down box. So in
Hmm.
this drop down, what are three options are there? First is display maintenance allowed with restrictions, display
Restrictions.
maintenance allowed, and display maintenance which is not allowed. So allowed with restriction means You can make changes to the data in this table, but there are some conditions applied.
Yeah.
Second, you can randomly make any changes to this table. And third, once you create this table, you cannot change any data. But
Mm.
generally, what we'll do,
And
we'll just be allowed.
in delivery class, if they're in their drop down,
Hmm. In
so
delivery
we
class, there is something which magnifier symbol you will get. Click on that magnifier. You'll get this.
what are these like A,
Uh,
C, L, G?
yes, ACL, you can see it here. These are the options that are possible for delivery class. These
Mm.
are all the options you can give it to delivery class. So if you see the
Like,
description, application table, customizing table, control table, customizing table protected against SAP update, and tables for storing temporary data, and system tables. And these are all, this is also system tables. So mostly we never use all these things.
okay, but
Why?
why these things
These
were
are,
given?
these are given because when we see, suppose this is a system table, it is said.
Mm.
What does this mean, system table? When we said, firstly, whenever SAP gets created, there are some default things, right? There are
Mm-hmm.
some pre-available tables. There are some already available processes. So for all those things, these are used,
Okay.
right?
So if we want to use the already available
No,
tables, so
but for already available, you cannot change delivery class for them. You cannot alter only in standard tables. It is not allowed itself. So
mm,
suppose I just do one thing. I'll go to one more screen. Now, if you are here, you want to go to one more T code, then what you will have to do is press slash backslash O SE11. This is like this session will be open, one more session will go open. Okay, press enter.
okay.
There is one more window will be opening it here. And my previous window will remain same. But you see it here, I'll say Mara as my standard table, I'll open it. Now I want to, if you give slash n SE11, then it will change this screen only. It is not opening new window.
Okay.
There are only two now. Slash n means the current session will end, a new session will come. Slash o means the current session will remain and a new window will open. Got it? You can write it down this one. Slash n is
Slash O means new window will open.
slash n means current session closes, new session creates.
Mm. Current session will close. Okay.
Okay, so if you see in Mara, see this is a standard table. Okay, see in standard table, if you click on change, it will ask you develop as support from SAP.
Mm.
It is not allowed.
Access key. Yeah.
Access key it is asking. That means this is some major activity you are doing. You should never do it, right? You are not allowed to make any changes to the standard.
Where if the business requirements are same as
Business requirement cannot be fulfilled changing the standard. You should always give them something created custom,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
Suppose,
Hello.
hello.
Yeah.
Yes. Suppose the business requirement, what can be the business requirement to change the standard? What are the possible ways that you get a requirement for changing the standard? You can only get like some more column addition,
Um,
right? Not
some
more
other
than that.
functionality.
Table doesn't have any functionality. Table is only for you storing
Yeah,
data,
table. Yeah. Right.
right? So programs you can see functionality wise, but table is only for storing data. For
Mm.
data storage means either changing data is a option of is often, but The adding columns is a different. That means a new whole new category of column you are adding to that table,
Yeah.
right? So that is the only option you have for table, like some more columns, but you cannot delete anything, right? If you are not using it, keep it as it is. Don't use it, but you cannot delete from the standard. Understand?
Yeah.
If you are not using it, don't use it. Keep it blank,
Mm-hmm.
right? Do not delete anything which is not required for you. If it is not required, then don't use it. It's like that.
Yeah.
So that is this is how standard looks like. And whenever you create a custom, you have to maintain these are the things maintenance allowed. This is in delivery and maintenance. And press on save. Click on save. So when you click on save, something like this will come. So for now, generally what happens when we work on a proper project, there is some package created. The basis is a module which creates a package and give it to us. That name will give it here. That package also starts with Z only. Every custom things will start from Z. Whatever is there is in Z. In SAP is all Z custom. Okay. So that package you have to give and press on save. There is
Save.
save. But now we do not have any package. We are temporarily using all these objects. So we click on local object and it is saved. Your table is saved now. Is new condition, right? So they are fields. Next, this tab is done when you select A and you select delivery maintenance allowed. Go to next tab. It is fields tab. So here fields tab is where your columns will be defined. This is the place where you will define the columns, right?
Yeah.
So I'll just say column name as first column name we will have to give.
So MA entity
I'll
is a
explain.
column.
No, yes, I'll just explain on this. Okay. So in every table, this is a default column you should give. Whenever you create any table, this is a default column you have to enter.
Okay.
Right? MANDT. That means client. MANDT and here also MANDT. Right? So now after this only you should add your own columns. Right? So next I'll add one more column here. So click on this insert row. Generally it doesn't happen like this. I don't know.
It's inserting before the.
It is open all the time. I don't- Okay. So what I've done is I just entered MANDT and when I tried to save it took me to this screen. What is this screen? Maintain technical settings screen. There is provide technical setting is the last
Yeah.
option for creating table. Suppose I will do creating what is it in technical settings? These are only mandate. This is the mandatory thing. Rest you don't worry about. The data class. What is data class? Click on this magnifier. These are the options available for data class. Here also, if you see, there are options like APPL0. This means master data transparent table. APPL1 transaction data transparent table. APPL2 organization and customizing. And rest of these are standard. We are not using them. We are only using APPL0. For all the custom tables, we only give APPL0. And size category is size category means how much is the data your table can hold, right?
Mm.
So generally we'll give anything you can take 14,000, 58,000. I'll give this one size category. Say yes,
How did you save it? Like Control S?
yes,
Okay.
Control S, or you can click on this button.
Okay.
Okay. So when you click on that button, it took me to that screen. Now it is not taking because it is we have added
Already.
data to that table, those fields. So now you see your table is created. Whenever your table is in active condition, that means you are good to use this table. Right.
Mm.
So now you have created a table, and now I want to discuss some very much important things here. So if you see here, there is a key, and this is a initial values. These are
Initial
two
value.
columns. What does this mean? Key means this field of your table is a key field, right?
Mm.
And this that means this the table, the data, whatever data the table holds, should this field should be unique. It
Okay.
cannot have a matter of two same matter. Two lines of data, a matter should be different for both of them. And initial is like it can have initial values. Means empty data for it can have. If you are not giving initial, that means the empty data is not possible.
Like it is a primary key in the
Yes, this
table.
is the primary key. The primary key of this table is MATLAB, right? So suppose I
Like
just remove
why
this.
I'm not understanding the Matner and MANDT. Like we have to give this all the time
No,
we
that's
create.
what I'm just removing this. I did because previously it was not letting me to add. So I have created a table. As I said,
Mm.
okay, so I have created a table. As I said, this is the first column we added to any table. So this is mandatorily by default. You should add this column here into your tables. So next, what you want to add? I just, for an example, I gave you that now. Suppose, why are you creating this table? What are the fields of your table? Now you decide what you want to add. I want to say my name I want to keep up here. So I'll create a field column as name, right? So this is what here what you see is the data element column. What is the data element? So if I see write it here name. If you write it here name, there is some standard name already available that is coming. I don't want to use this name. I want to use something different. Now this is also created, right? And see this. This is not created. See, there is no short description, no length and everything. That means this is not created already.
Created already.
So every time you create any tables, you have to create data elements. And when we create anything which is custom, we should start with Z. So I have to give Z name underscore 3.
Data element
Yes,
specifies what.
we will. Data element is, see, suppose when you give MANDT, it took the short description, it shows the data type, it shows as the length. But Z underscore name is not showing anything. That means it is all not created yet. So to create it, what you will have to do, double click on this. Z table new what thing you want to save? Yes. Save it. And data element Z name underscore 3 is not available. Do you want to create it? Yes.
Yes.
So now we are into this screen. Creating data elements. Great. What is data element? Data element, data element is used to give the details of that field. We are defining the data type for this field. Name. Name should be of character type. It should be of length 50, I say, right? So those all details you give in data element. Understand? And this name also. Without data element,
Details about that particular column.
column. Yes. What is the name of that column? You give it data element.
Name.
Yes. Data element is used for giving column name. And there is one more object like domain. So inside this data type, you see something like domain. Right?
Hmm.
So this domain defines your what? What is the type and length of that column? The type and length of that column. This also you have to create new one. Z name I have given it here. I'll give the same Z name 3. There is no active, there is no, not, this is not previously present, so that is why the values are not coming there. So here also you have to create newly. You want to save this and save to your local only every time. I create a domain, yes, created. Now you are in domain screen. Domain is what? You give the same short description here, name of the employee. And data type should I'll give char. And number of digits I'll give 15. And there is no decimal place, so 0. Press enter and click on save. And when you click on save, it will ask something like this, click on local object. So now your domain is created. What? Please write it down. What is domain? Domain gives the data type and character length of the field,
Data type and
character length of the field, data type and length of the field.
of the field.
Yes. Field as in bracket, you can write it down as column, table column. And you
And
activate.
in data element, we just specified
Data element gives the column name. Activate this domain, go back, and you see something like this screen. So now you can see character 15. That means you have created a domain. Understood? You got it, Spencer?
yes.
Okay.
I'm
Data element is used for giving the name of the column.
yeah.
Yes. You activate everything. Whatever you create in SAP should be in active state. Whenever you click on this activate, it will show it is here. When you click on save, it becomes new. Then you have to click on activate, then it will become activate. Suppose if this data element is also active, double click on this domain is also active. Then you are good to use these objects in your
Mm.
table. Go back and go back again. Now you can see the table name has come here, character has come here, 15 has come here, and your column name has come here. Right?
Mm.
These are the objects you create whenever you create any table. Now you are checking this box like key. That means this is your primary key. Right? So this is a primary key of the table. There can be one more column. I'll just say, now you have given the name of the employee. Now you want to give surname, middle name. middle. So this also you have to create now. Double click on this, save this table. You want to create new? Yes. I'll just say middle name of the employee. Right? Data type domain also you will create with same name. So there is no active present. So create a new one. Click on local objects. You want to create a domain? Yes. Middle name of the employee of character. Middle name I'll make it as character 25. Activate. Now it is activated. Go back. Activate this also. See, you have not activated. That means it is in new state.
Mm.
Okay. So once you click on this activate and press enter, it becomes activate. Only then you will be able to see the middle name of the employee. Got it? Now I don't want to make this key field primary key.
Mm.
Only this will be my primary key. Middle name is not my primary key. Okay. Now I have activated the table. Okay. This is how you created. Now your table is created. Now you go back, like this screen will come. So when you press SC11, and you open something like table underscore new, they click on display your table. You have created a table. This is shown here, right?
Yeah.
But you see, you this is a gray mode. There is nothing you can edit. There is one button called change and display. If you
Mm.
click on this button, then it is in change mode. You can add any column. Again, you click on this column, this button, it becomes display mode. That make changes. Whenever you make any changes, click on the object should be in change mode. Click on this, then you can add some more columns to here. Now you can add any number of columns to your table. Further, right? Any doubts here, Sanjay?
No, ma'am. So, can I, should I perform this operation on my system?
Yes, yes, that's what I'm about to tell. So we will end today's session here. So practice on this one. Gather all the points you have any doubts about either you can write it down, we can take up them tomorrow, or you can WhatsApp me on the group so that I can help you there. Okay? Just try to create whatever we have tried to create for you.
Ma'am, I just had one question. Like in SQL, we were supposed to have only one primary key in one table. So,
Okay.
is there anything like that in SAP also?
No, we can have any number of primary key, but at least having one primary key is mandatory. You cannot have table without any primary key.
Yeah.
There has to be any one field that should be a primary.
Mm.
After that, you can make any number of. You can here also you can make all the primary key.
Yeah.
Problem.
And what, like,
But adding more primary key is adding difficulty with for you only.
with,
That's
yeah, right.
right.
And be, besides that key column, that initial
Initially, this one is like blank data for this table. See,
null value.
blank value for this column. You can
Yeah.
have blank values or not for this column.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Got it.
Yes, that is like.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
If,
So I suggest practice this on this. You can open this in your whenever you log in, you can use the same name and open it. You can add some more columns here or you can create a new one also. That is also fine.
Z, Z table underscore name. Okay.
Yes. And this recording will be there on cloud. You can go check it. I think they have some app and everything. You can go.
Yeah, yeah, they have, right.
You can
The
use.
recording is available right after the session.
Yes, yes. After 10-15 minutes, it will be available.
Okay, okay.
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 Any doubts, let me know any point of you can just ping me on the chat. Then we can discuss. I'll try to help. Yes.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
sure.
next day, in the next session morning, we will first 10 minutes we what I do. 10 minutes we'll take up all your doubts from the last session, then we'll start with you. Okay.
Okay.
It's fine for today, right, Sanjay?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Then
We'll
please
discuss
practice on
tomorrow.
this.
Yeah, sure.
Stop the recording.
Okay.